Out of all of my years of gardening and sharing garden tips with you, I had never tried a vertical garden planter. Part of the reason I've never bought a vertical garden planter is because many of the ones I've seen are pricey. So I've been reluctant to recommend any specific vertical gardening tower to you, until now. For 10 years I lived in the Midwest where the soil was so fertile I could plop a garden anywhere with minimal effort. But last year I moved to southern Louisiana where pests run free and flooding is the norm. I knew I had an uphill battle to climb with gardening here, so I have spent an extraordinary time researching best gardening methods. I went from a 3-4 acre property with 70-foot long raised beds to a small property that floods. To say my gardening dreams were dashed in an instant is an understatement. So it was time to regroup. We decided container gardening was going to be our next start. I came across GreenStalk, a company started by a father and son team and made in Tennessee, and was impressed with their special watering system and highly engaged family atmosphere social media pages. I absolutely love family-run companies, and their gorgeous vertical planters caught my eye. So I contacted GreenStalk and asked if they would be willing to send me one of their vertical garden planters. They have 2 options, so that I could try it out for myself before recommending one to you guys. I needed something easy to set up and keep track of. Spoiler alert, we plan on buying additional ones now. I have really wanted to do a full unboxing video of us setting up our vertical garden planter from GreenStalk so you could see how easy it is, but it arrived right in the beginning of when my husband and I had COVID. But I was so eager to get this beauty started. I figure if we can get it set up while we were sick, anyone can get this put together. All of the pieces came in one large box. You can see the 7 different tiers above along with the top watering reservoir and the additional mover with wheels. In my opinion, the mover is a must-have for us. I had actually brought some of my Illinois vegetable garden with us to Louisiana and needed a good setup for strawberries, so this project was started to help us with fresh produce in our house. I also am thinking about ordering another one so I can grow edible flowers for my sulcata tortoise. The vertical planter is pretty simple to figure out. Fill each tier to the top with potting soil, not topsoil, and add a watering disc like you see above on the top. Repeat until you are finished. The watering disc you see is rather unique and actually is a huge selling feature to the GreenStalk vertical garden systems. Or at least it was to me. Essentially, you fill up the water reservoir that sits at the top of the tower, and the water cell feeds itself evenly all the way down to the bottom tier. You can see the holes in the watering disc above, which allows each pocket of the planter to distribute water down the system. Like I said, the adults in the house were pretty sick when we set up our tower, so we teamworked and dumped all our potting soil into a big bucket first for easier access. That way everyone could help add soil into each tier. The layers stack easily on top of each other and snap into place. Just don't forget a watering disc in between each layer. As you can see above, we have our vertical garden tower on their mover, which has wheels allowing us to easily shift the planter around. You'll also notice on the left side of that is a clear tube. The clear tube is genius and allows for any excess water from the gardening system to drain off to the side. You can also cap it should you need to move your system indoors or not want it to drain naturally. My goal is to eventually have my entire vertical garden planter all strawberries. But for this year, since I only started with a few strawberry plants, I also planted several other things, mostly green beans. I'm still in the process as I have a few pockets left. These strawberry plants I bought in a local nursery in Louisiana are going gangbusters. Holy smokes, they were tiny little plants a few weeks ago, and look at them now. In just a month we've already picked a carton of strawberries. I can hardly wait till they produce runners and start expanding. My green onions are just starting to poke out, so stay tuned for an update on those. And you can see in the photos above that so far my bush beans are doing incredible. I couldn't believe it. I planted them in cooler weather and within just 2-3 days my plants were already towering. I've never had beans come up that quickly. I can hardly wait to update you on these when they mature. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.